Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into some major news surrounding XRP, the cryptocurrency developed by Ripple, and whether it might soon be offered through a spot exchange traded fund IF. This is a big topic, especially for those of you keeping an eye on the future of digital assets and how they might fit into traditional financial markets. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. So let's get into it. According to financial analyst Mandela Amesu, XRP could be on the path to becoming the next digital asset available through a spot ETF. Now, this isn't just a wild guess. This prediction comes on the heels of some significant legal developments that have given XRP a clearer regulatory status. For those who may not know, XRP has been at the center of a long-running legal battle between Ripple and the US. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. This legal fight has been going on for 4 years, and it's been a roller coaster for XRP holders and the crypto community at large. Recently, a U.S. court imposed a $125 fine on Ripple and issued a ruling that prohibits the company from further violating securities laws. While that might sound like bad news, there's actually a silver lining here. The court didn't classify XRP itself as a security, which is a huge win for Ripple and its supporters. This ruling has brought much needed regulatory clarity to XRP, something that has been missing for years. With this new clarity, financial analysts like Amesu are starting to see the potential for XRP to be included in a spot ETF, which could open the doors to institutional investors and significantly boost XRP's market presence. Now, let's talk about why regulatory classification is such a big deal. In the world of digital assets, how cryptocurrency is classified, whether as a commodity or a security, can make or break its chances of being included in financial products like ETFs. Before this ruling, the regulatory situation for XRP was pretty murky, and that uncertainty made institutional investors wary. But with the recent court decision, there's a new sense of optimism that XRP could finally break through these barriers. However, it's important to keep our expectations in check. Amesu himself says that while the possibility of an XRP ETF is exciting, he's cautiously optimistic. He points out that so far, no financial institution has stepped forward to apply for an XRP ETF. And it's not alone in skepticism. Matthew Siegel, who heads up digital asset research at Van Neck, a company known for its Bitcoin and Ether-based funds, also expressed doubts. Siegel explained that for an ETF to happen, the issuer needs to be convinced that XRP is a good investment. This means looking at a lot of factors, like who created the asset, which exchanges it's available on, and which custodians are willing to support it. Siegel also mentioned that there's currently a lack of conviction and demand for an XRP-based ETF among customers. This is a critical point because at the end of the day, market demand drives the creation of these financial products. Without strong interest from investors, it's unlikely we'll see an XRP ETF anytime soon. But not everyone shares this cautious view. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has been more optimistic. He recently stated that an ETF for XRP is on the horizon, and he even mentioned that other cryptocurrencies like Solana and Cardano might also see ETFs in the near future. Garlinghouse's confidence is certainly something to take note of, especially considering his deep involvement with Ripple and the crypto industry at large. Now, even with this optimism, there are still some significant challenges that RIP face it. Amesu highlighted that the long legal battle and the uncertainty surrounding XRP's regulatory status have contributed to what he calls muted demand from traditional investors. This lack of enthusiasm is also reflected in XRP's on-chain data. For those unfamiliar, on-chain data refers to the transactions and activities that occur on the blockchain. In this case, the XRP ledger. According to the data, there doesn't seem to be widespread excitement about XRP at the moment, which could be a stumbling block for its future growth. Like, looking ahead, there's still a lot that needs to happen before XRP can fully capitalize on this newfound regulatory clarity. If the SEC chooses not to appeal the recent court ruling, and they have 60 days to make that decision, the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC could finally be over. This would be a huge milestone for Ripple and could have far-reaching implications for the cryptocurrency. But even then, there's still the question of how XRP will be used within Ripple's ecosystem, particularly in their on-demand liquidity. Interestingly, Ripple has already made some moves in response to the regulatory environment. Earlier this year, Ripple stopped using XRP for ODL transactions originating from the US, opting instead to use the Tether USD.Tether. This was a significant shift, as XRP had been a key component on TL. Ripple has since announced plans to launch its own stablecoin called Ripple USD Redux, which will be available on both the XRP ledger and Ethereum. The introduction of the stablecoin could further complicate XRP's role in the Ripple ecosystem, especially when it comes to settlements within the US. Seems to also pointed out that Ripple is expanding its focus beyond just the stablecoin market. One area that he finds particularly promising is the tokenization of real-world assets, or RWA. Earlier this month, Ripple announced a partnership with OpenN, a platform that bridges traditional finance with decentralized finance and finance together. They plan to tokenize $10,000 worth of US Treasury bonds, a move that could position Ripple as a leading platform for asset tokenization. So where does all this leave XRP? The recent court ruling has undoubtedly improved the regulatory landscape, making the idea of an XRP spot ETF more plausible than ever before. However, challenges remain from market demand to Ripple's own strategic decisions, like the introduction of a stable coin. How these factors play out will be crucial in determining XRP's long-term trajectory. As always, we'll be keeping a close eye on these developments and how they impact XRP's role and value within the broader cryptocurrency ecosystem, whether you're an investor, an enthusiast, or just curious about the future of digital assets. There's a lot to unpack here. So stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay informed on all things crypto.